I'm trying to get that fan in the background to turn off, but I can't figure it out. I set the AC to off, I just don't know why it's not going away. So, whatever, I'll just speak with it here, it's not a big deal, but I don't know, I just wanted to make a video on, like, sort of just, I don't know, there's just so much going on in my head about YouTube and about what I'm doing here. You know, from the bottom of my heart, like, I want to make a dent, and like, I want to impact, and I feel like YouTube has been this massive amount of work for me. There you go, the fan just kicked off. It's been this massive amount of work for me with like not a whole lot of return, to be honest with you. Like, right now, just in pure terms of what I'm trying to gain with it, which is two things, which is just raw impact and like showing people that they can do it too, and then as well, you know, revenue for the business, which is just the two things that I want to do. And like, you know, neither of those really takes the place of the other. They're not any more or less important. You know, long term, inarguably, the impact is more important. But short term right now, like, it needs to be driving revenue. And I actually wrote down some stuff. I'm just gonna probably use this, to be honest with you. I don't think I can like talk about this just like off the top of my head. So I think I wanted to start off this video with like, look, first of all, I am like eternally grateful for like what this YouTube channel has done for me, and I am not firmly set on whether I will or will not continue. Like, I don't know. And if I do continue, I believe I may make a new channel or do something different, and I'll explain why that is in this video. But so I guess it's probably good if I just like start with like my story, where I've been and why I've gotten to the point that I've gotten sort of in my journey, and why I'm even considering quitting, and why it's even a thought in my head, because in a lot of ways this has been the foundation that has helped me grow as an entrepreneur and like as a person, and it's really been a massive like piece of why I've become who I've become. And so, you know, take a huge leap back to when I was just starting with my graphic design agency when I was 14. I was making money, selling graphic design, it was going great. I ended up stopping the company, stopping the business, made a couple $100 a week, nothing really crazy, probably like $200 a week, not even that much at all. But it was a lot when you're 14, and it wasn't even like a real job. I just sort of worked my own thing. And then, you know, I went on to photography. I did wedding photography, where I actually shot weddings for people. I would shoot their wedding and, you know, charge $2,000, $3,000 for a wedding. And I was like 16, going on 17 at the time. Around the time when I turned 17, no, actually, 6 months after I turned 17, I went through a house fire. It was about a year ago today that I was in a rental home with my family, squeezed into a really tiny home. And I made the decision that I'm going to start doing something. I didn't know what. I was like, I'm going to do something. Like, I felt the need to begin to provide for my family, you know? And I almost died in the fire, you know? I mean, like, the lightning hit right above me, you know? So it was like one layer above me. And so if it had gone through another layer, I could have actually died. And I don't think I've really ever processed that, and I don't think I ever will, like how close I came to dying at that point. But I came really close to just being taken out. And so it just woke me up a little bit, you know? And that sort of manifested into taking my entrepreneurial career more seriously. And, you know, I lost all my camera gear, so I had to figure out something else. So I had a bit of a following on YouTube, so I just said, okay, I'm gonna make a wedding photography course. Since I have the information, I might as well monetize the information, right? Which is a smart business move, I felt like. I sold a lot of the course. And now here I am, I'm like, okay, let me see what is within that structure of, you know, growing an audience and selling a course that I can test. Well, okay, so I started to learn about e-commerce, built an audience in e-commerce, sold a course in e-commerce, changed a bunch of people's lives, you know. They learned how to start stores, and I gave away the course for free to a ton of friends of mine, and a bunch of people paid to be a part of it, and it was a great course. And like, that's been like the thing, you know. And I had a dropshipping store that I made a lot of money with. Fast forward to now, I'm running this marketing agency. I'm taking in clients at, you know, high monthly retainers. Like, I'm booking a client here in a couple days for $1,500 a month, you know, and which is not crazy, but it is really fun. And I'm learning a lot about the journey, and I feel like this is going to make me a lot of money. The information that is giving me is insane. And, you know, that brings me back to my YouTube. Like, what role is this playing? I don't know anymore. because purely in terms of like let's just look at my viewer retention right now. Like my viewer retention is freaking low. Like it is so low. People just don't care like about what I'm doing, and I'm self-aware enough to know that like they are really not that in tune with what's going on with me. And I think it's because I've shifted what I'm doing so freaking much. And holy cow, I've like gone through 3 different, like completely different niches or whatever you want to call it on YouTube. Started off with wedding photography, went to drop shipping, e-commerce, and now I'm at personal branding and running this marketing agency. And like I have so many subscribers that are racked up from like a bunch of different things that I've done, and YouTube actually penalizes me for that. Like algorithmic wise, my videos just don't rank because I have so many inactive subscribers. And so that's why I'm thinking about quitting, is because there's just a lot of time put into something that gives me just so little return right now. And if I don't quit, I might take a break or something and just work on my agency and work on the upcoming Impact Income program, which is what I'm selling to help people build their personal brand and monetize it with courses, which I've done really, really well considering my following and its current state. Right? I've done it incredibly well, and I have clients that I help do it as well. It's a part of my marketing agency, is I help personal brands. And so my thought process is like, this is just so much work maintaining this channel. It's like a day in, day out thing where I'm always thinking about it. And I had the thought like in the past 3 or 4 days. I've been at this Airbnb. I rented out this Airbnb just to work. So you're probably noticing it's a different background. It's because I rented out this Airbnb literally just to work. And I'm here with my business partner, Elliot, who also runs a marketing agency. And, you know, within the first 5 days of being here, we booked like $5,200 in monthly retainers. It's insane. And so like we're working hard and we're doing great. And like, I just sort of got to a point where I'm like, is this YouTube channel really even like what I need to be doing right now? Should it be my focus? And I want so badly to know that I've shared my vision with other people and helped them establish this for themselves. But I am not convinced like right now that this YouTube channel is doing that. Like I'm pretty convinced actually that this YouTube channel is just like sucking my time, because I feel like it's supposed to be something that I can't make it out to be. And the main reason why is just viewership is just so low. Like, you know, I've got 11, guys, I have 11,000 subscribers. And you look at my last video, it's been up for like 3 days. It's gotten 140, 150 views. That's a really bad ratio. It's a really bad ratio, right? That's insane. That's really poor. And what I really need right now is just to know, like, clarify with me. I don't know who I'm asking, but I just need clarity. Like, is this something I need to commit to? You know, and is this something that I need to be doing right now in order to build this longer term thing that I want to build? And I'm kind of just frustrated right now, to be honest with you. I'm kind of just frustrated at the game, at like, I'm putting in effort and things are building. Yes, things are building and they're building fast and I'm seeing it, but I am frustrated. I feel like I'm at a wall, and I feel like YouTube's a part of that right now, like with my journey and what I'm doing. And I feel like unless I can figure out a way to get my audience back, like unless I can figure out a way to become back in love with my audience and get them back in love with me and what I'm doing, then it's just not worth it for me to be putting out videos, because people just don't care, you know? And I know there are people that care, but the broad majority of these people don't. And so if you do care, you know, voice it. Like, let me know. I need to hear that, because I need to know that there are people that follow this and love seeing the journey. Because in all honesty, if I'm not making impact with it, I honestly feel like I'm gonna stop, because it's not driving revenue for me. And if I'm going to continue, I'm pretty seriously considering making a new YouTube channel, because I need to grow my following from the ground up and focus on those 2 things, marketing agency and personal branding, because I've had so many other things that I've focused on, and it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I'm so split, like my audience is so split, you know, I have like half people over here, half the people over here. And if you look at my YouTube metrics, like I gain subscribers just barely above the rate that I lose subscribers right now, because so many of my subscribers are like, if I had started this, let's say that when I started doing dropshipping content, that I had to come from wedding photography to that, right? That transition, like when I first started uploading dropshipping content, the first day I lost like 500 subscribers. It was insane. And I had like 4,000 at the time, 5,000, barely any, right? And that was like a huge hit. I was like, holy cow, okay, I'm taking a big risk by doing this. And I thought maybe it would pay off, But I'm realizing now that it's really not, because those subscribers haven't really replaced themselves. Like, I'm still stuck algorithmic wise, and this YouTube channel is such a huge, like, inbound, like, it brings people into my stuff. It brings people into my business, brings people into my thing. So that's why I don't want to cut it out as well. But it's just not all it could be, and I feel like it's a glass ceiling that I can't push through, you know? Like, it could be, like, 80 times what it is right now if I had just, like, started a new channel a year and a half ago, you know? And it's a really frustrating thought for me to have, like, how much time I've wasted on this platform and how little return I've gotten, you know? Like, the best thing that happens is, like, in terms of just raw revenue, like, I make impact, I love making impact, but I'm talking raw revenue right now. Raw, like, revenue for my business, like, as a whole, it's high. But YouTube playing a role in that is low. And I'm just kind of getting tired of it, you know? And I'm kind of getting tired of making these videos and, like, putting this stuff out and hoping that something sticks, and, like, nothing ever does. And the only time something does is when I talk about the things that I used to talk about, like wedding photography or dropshipping. And it's like, I don't know, I just don't feel like that's what I want to do for people, you know? I feel like I want to be more than that for people. And if I have to go back to dropshipping in order to just continue having viewership, like, that's a thought I've had. Like, maybe I just go back to start, like, talk about dropshipping again. Like, just talk about it just so I can have more, like, viewership. That's literally a thought that I've had. And it's just frustrating, so. I don't know, I've just been thinking about this all day today. This has been, like, a really long, kind of brutal day for me, actually. I mean, it's been a good day, like, business-wise, it's been a wonderful day. Like, I mean, like, one of my students who came to my mastermind, he posted a little video in a private Facebook group that I have for the mastermind event, and he talked about how within, like, 3 weeks of going to our in-home mastermind, he booked, like, he today booked 2 clients at $1,500 a month each for his agency. So we went from making no money to all of a sudden making $3,000 a month consistently. Like, and he's got these people on retainers too, so these people are paying him for the next 6 months. So he's making $3,000 a month at least. And so, like, you know, it's not like he's making 50 grand a month or something, but he came from nothing. Like, literally 3 weeks ago, he knew, like, nothing about this stuff. And I'm like, man, I wish YouTube could be a place where I can amplify that impact, but it just won't freaking work. It just won't stick. And I'm just getting frustrated at it. And so I just wanted to make this video just talking about, like, look, I'm thinking about quitting. And frankly, I mean, I'm recording this. Maybe if I make my decision by the time I upload this, I'll put information about what I've decided to do, and you'll know where to go, sort of, because I just, like, dude, I know so much. Like, so much is up here, but I'm capped. I'm literally just capped by my, and I'm not, this isn't just a theory, too. I literally called YouTube. I don't think you realize this. My partner, Elliot, said, dude, just call YouTube and see what they think. And I called YouTube, I'm like, hey, my viewership is down like crazy. And they're like, yeah, it's because you have so many inactive subscribers. It's how the algorithm works. I'm like, shoot, really? And they're like, yeah, even the subscribers that have notifications turned on don't get them because of your inactivity with your subscribers. It's the algorithm, right? And so, like, I'm not the kind of person to throw blame on things outside of myself. This is my fault. I shifted niches. I changed what I talked about like 3 times, and it's my fault completely. I take credit for it. It's not the algorithm's fault. It's my fault for not sticking to something. But because of my inability to stick to something and to choose something, I'm like, the algorithm freaking just screwed me up, you know? And YouTube confirms it. Like, they're like, yeah, that's like a big reason why. And so it's just frustrating. Like, I have 11,000 subscribers, and like maybe 500 of them max care at all about what's going on here. And this is my world. Like, I'm impacting people. I'm opening their eyes to what can be done. And it's just, it's not demeaning. It's not like I feel like my identity comes from it. It's just that I feel like it could be so much more. You know, I feel like I could bring so much more to people. And I'm just kind of just like, I feel like I'm screaming into a void when I make videos on this channel, where I'm like, you know, I want to bring people value and change the way they view things and show people, like, you know, you can do the things that you set your mind to. Because I came from very little in terms of my ability to do this stuff. Like, I knew pretty much nothing when I started. I knew absolutely nothing, and now here I am, right? And it's taken a long time, but I'm here, and I've gotten to rent this Airbnb to work, and I bought one of my dream cars, BMW, like, and like my grandma, who's can barely, like, she's like, her brain is so scattered. She calls my mom and she's like, "Did you guys buy Trey that car?" And my mom's like, "No, he bought it himself." And my grandma like leans over to her caregiver and she's like, "He bought it himself." And it's like yeah, I'm doing this. Like, this is my journey now. And I'm on track to do incredible things. And this YouTube channel feels like this freaking glass ceiling that I keep trying to punch, and it just won't break. So I'm thinking about starting a new channel or quitting. Those are my two options, and that's it. And I don't know if I'll continue uploading this. Maybe I will continue uploading this channel because there's a lot of content on here, and I'd like for people to be able to see the journey. You know, so there's a lot of reasons why I should continue, and there's a lot of reasons why I should stop, and there's a lot of reasons why I should just make a new channel. And it's just like, I'm so split. So honestly, I just need to know that I have support from the core people that care about what I'm doing, no matter what I do. That's what I need to know. Because right now, I'm split, I'm confused, and I don't know what to do, and I'm just honestly just frustrated. So, not at anybody, honestly just frustrated at myself. Like, frustrated at myself. I didn't see this coming. So, I'm gonna end the video here. I gotta get back to it. Just wanna have a moment with you guys and just like be honest with what's going on in my head, in my heart, because this is important stuff to me. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope I brought some perspective on what's going on, and just leave a comment with what you think, because I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking on this, because I don't know what to do. So, alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.